Hi, good morning. You can see it's a beautiful sunshiny day here. A perfect day for doing a little breath work, a little meditation. See, I've got my yoga companion curled up on the sofa next to me. So hopefully her snoring won't interrupt our practice too much. Anyway, before we begin, just a few words of caution. Please make sure you are not driving, operating heavy machinery, or looking after small children whilst you're in your breath practice. You need to be in a space that feels safe, comfortable, and open to you. It's nice if you can have the windows open, or if you can be outside in the fresh air, that's the perfect place to be. But otherwise, we'll come to our comfortable seat wherever we find the space to do so. And just taking a moment to arrive here. So if you need to take any wriggles, jiggles, movements, little sway, moving the rib cage from side to side, rolling your shoulders or your neck. Take those movements now and give yourself time to find your comfortable seat. Maybe your hands are in your lap. Well, we're going to practice three-part breathing this morning. So perhaps it feels helpful to have one hand on your heart space, one hand on your belly. Your choice. But wherever you are, find yourself starting to arrive in your practice. Maybe you choose to soften your gaze or close down your eyes a little, finding a soft focal point in front of you if you keep them open. But however you do it, bringing yourself gently inside and starting to notice your own breath. Maybe noticing the softness, the subtlety of your breath. And knowing that just as we don't need lots of calories when we're relaxing and resting, we don't need lots of breath either. So this simple, subtle breath is enough. And allowing yourself to rest here. If your mind wanders, then notice that that's normal. And just gently keep bringing it back to the breath. Our minds love to be busy. And perhaps you start to notice a little movement of air on the skin between your lips and your nostrils. And perhaps a little coolness as you inhale and a little warmth as you exhale. Notice how the air travels through your nose and how your nose warms your breath, cleanses, hydrates the breath, and how the breath starts to slow a little as it travels through the nasal cavities and into the back of your throat. Notice how your air, your breath, starts to descend through your windpipe. Maybe deepening as it moves gently over your vocal folds. And as we focus here, perhaps you notice the softest and subtlest of ujjayi. As your vocal folds make the gentlest of constrictions and openings as your breath travels over them. And following the journey of your breath deeper into your body, as it travels down your trachea to the point where your trachea branches into two. And like an upside down tree, one branch heads into the left lung, one into the right. And notice how those tubes, those bronchioles, continue to divide and divide and divide. So the branches become narrower and narrower and smaller and smaller, until eventually those branches end in tiny air sacs, leaf-shaped structures called alveoli. And this is where oxygen transfers from your breath and into your blood. And notice now that your breath becomes your body, becomes the fluid movement of blood and lymph to every cell. You're consciously noticing your breath, the subtle movement of air in and out of your nostrils. Maybe a little movement in your chest or your abdomen. Maybe you notice nothing at all, and know that's just fine. Our breath is so subtle. No need to force or to rush it. Observing the natural rhythm of your breath just as it is, and knowing that's perfect for you. And if this feels nice, remaining here, or maybe choosing to lengthen your exhale. You need to deepen the breath to force it, simply lengthening your out breath. And if you like to count, maybe adding a single beat. And if counting isn't for you, allowing, noticing a lengthening. And perhaps as you lengthen your exhale, you notice that your inhale mirrors your exhale and starts to lengthen. Inhale, mirroring exhale, exhale, mirroring inhale. And as your breath comes into equal inhale, equal exhale, as it will do quite naturally, notice that you're taking your coherent breathing. And observe that. And if you like to work with Ujjayi, that gentle constriction in the back of your throat, perhaps you introduce your Ujjayi. Otherwise, staying as you are and noticing the soft inhalation, the soft exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. And continuing to breathe in this way to your time for a minute. And perhaps choosing to remain here. Or if you've not already done so, bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart space. And starting to send your breath a little deeper into your body so that it fills your belly, your rib cage, the whole of your body. And then exhaling just as feels nice to you. Inhaling to feel your belly, your rib cage, the whole of your body. Exhale. Inhale to fill your belly, your rib cage, the whole of your body. Exhale. Your belly, your rib cage, the whole of your body. Exhale. And continuing with your breath here for 3 minutes. One more minute to go. Just releasing your hands back to your lap if they're on your body. Continuing to take your 3-part breath. And taking 3 more rounds. Then releasing that breath after your next exhale. And allowing the normal, natural rhythm of your breath to return. And taking a few moments to notice the aftertaste, the after effects of your practice. To noticing your physical body, your energy, perhaps what's happening in your mind. And then when you're ready, bringing your attention back to your eyes. Gently batting your eyes open. And bringing your heart, your hands to heart center. And a little moment of gratitude. Perhaps for your breath. Perhaps for your practice. Or for something beautiful that's happened to you today. Om Shanti.